going live there.
Are we live?
Oh, no.
Are we live?
Hey Dave, what was your 3 cards?
Are we live now?
I'll tell you in just a moment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta get. I'll tell you in just a moment. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call that a sound check, and we're gonna call that good. All right. Happy New Year to everybody. Name my 3 cards. Oh, stupid flashing. My 3 cards were warmed up, buy some time, and uncanny. Warmed up, buy some time, and uncanny. We're going to go officially live in a little less than 2 minutos.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Nullifies the night. Poor little Max is fighting his nap time. He doesn't like to take his nap.
Oh no.
So, yeah, you know, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to. Boy, it's going to flash all day long today, isn't it? Hope y'all are getting ready to have a safe and happy new year. Should put my glasses on. Having fun. This might be the last of our Peter scenarios for a little while. We're doing Peter Pan scenarios the last 3 weeks, I think. So this will be week 4. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to switch over to. I guess we'll just have to see. Ook is on here. Very nice. Telemicus. Jim Stute. Chris is on here. Wow. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, and that means I'm supposed to say something like, hi, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessie. Bam.
I don't want to wear the hat today.
Then don't wear it. All right. So for today's scenario, we have the scenario is called Blood Sacrifice, and it's coming out of the Perilous Island book. There is Perilous Island. Yay. I think that was our first campaign book that we put together. So Blood Sacrifice is one of the scenarios that are in there. We have Peter Pan, Wendy, John, and Lost Boy set up on this side. I think I posted the roster to the Pulp Alley Players group. So if you'd like to see the stats, it's the same league that we used last week. So I didn't change them this week. And it's the return of Mother McGee and her 3 sons. Yes, indeed. Mother McGee and her 3 sons are back for another slugfest. So we have Cephas over here on the right. And then, of course, we have Mother McGee, we have Clem, and we have Cletus. And those are the trolls. As far as their numbers, they are identical, but they are slightly different as far as their disadvantages. So Cephas over here is unlucky. Clem is in the middle here is dithering. And Cletus is impetuous, the fellow with the rock. All right. The story for this scenario is basically to rescue John. That's not John,
Aw.
that's Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, little Michael has been kidnapped, was captured by Mother McGee, and rather than serving up such a small morsel to her growing boys, she thought, you know what? We'll just use him for bait. We'll lure the great Ganga
And get
over
some more
here
pie.
and get even more pie. Some Ganga pie.
That's
Just like
delicacy.
Mama used to make.
It's a family recipe.
It's a family recipe. Ganga cake. Ganga pie. So, um, Michael is the major plot point, but there are four. I'm sorry, Michael is the major plot point, but there are also four minor plot points scattered around. They're easily ignored in this scenario because there's no real reason to go after them. If you were playing the campaign, then obviously the minor plot points become more important then because it helps you gather your resources for your next scenario and yada yada. As a one-off game, the minor plot points aren't huge, but you will get to draw a card, a reward card, and that can really help you during the scenario as well. But there's no restriction on the scenario that stops you from going after the major plot point. Why are you looking at me like that?
Flash.
Yeah, it's been flashing like that's like the 12th flash or so.
I know, but we weren't even moving anything.
I know we're not doing anything and it's just flashing. Yep.
It's the New Year flash.
Oh, we should say hi to Nay. Let's see if we can find Nay up there.
Can we find a name?
I don't know. Oh, you want me to do
No,
it?
I'll do it. You don't know how to do it.
I mean, obviously you put it over here so I could do it. All right. And today we have the world's most Nay. There she is. Look
Hello.
at her.
Yeah.
Big and bold.
Eve.
There she is. Our Nay. Smiling, getting ready for New Year's.
My
Gonna
favorite
have a
day.
big event tonight. So we really appreciate Nay coming and joining us today for a game.
Possibly sober.
Probably sober.
Possibly.
Oh, possibly sober.
Me?
Okay.
Me?
Oh.
Well,
Well.
could be debatable. I do have a big bottle of amaretto, so we'll see.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so as we start turn number one, Peter is the director. We're starting turn number one. We've already drawn cards. We rolled for random events. The first random event was low visibility. So the fog around Cannibal Cove has kind of come up on shore. So we cannot see over 12 inches. And what's the other one? The other one was, reconnoiter. So nobody can move over 6 inches on the starting turn. We cannot shoot. We cannot attack. So, Nay, you are the director. Do you want to activate a character or do you want me to activate first?
Go ahead and activate.
Yeah, I think so. Smart move there. All right. Well, I don't think I want Cephas to get up in that mess around the house. So I'm going to just move him straight toward 6 inches towards the major plot point. I guess I got to stay over 6 inches away from that. So he's going to head off towards this way.
Is that a perilous?
There is a perilous area around this.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue activating?
Yeah.
Okay. Mother McGee will step in front of Cephas.
He'll get lost.
Do you want me to continue activating?
Yeah.
Don't think you have any cards to play. I don't really think I do either. Clem will activate next. A lot of people say Clem has his mother's eyes. I don't know. I mean, you can be the judge. Okay. And then last is Cletus. And I'll activate him and he'll come right.
Has her stringy
there.
hair.
Yeah, he has her stringy hair and bald spot. He has Mother
Oh.
McGee's bald spot.
That's no joke.
I'm not joking either. I don't know why you're. It's a family bald spot, hereditary. All right. So I've activated all my characters. Peter Pan, what are you going to do?
Um, move move the Lost Boys up 6 inches towards the
Okay.
major plot point.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to go one way or the other around the plant here.
Towards
I
the
guess you could
right,
just.
me.
What
Toward
did she say?
the opposite end of the table is you.
So
Toward
go that way.
yeah.
around.
Okay. So 6 inches up this way. We're playing Pulp Alley today. For those of you that are new to our channel, this is a wonderful little adventure game that we designed. Okay, who's going to activate next?
Let's do John.
John.
6 inches to the left. Yeah.
Okay. Staying close there. No shooting, no fighting. So just kind of everybody moving up real slowly here. Wendy or
Same.
Pita.
Both of them 6 inches.
Okay. Want Peter to go with Wendy or with the Lost Boys?
Lost Boys.
Okay. 6 inches up this way. We'll take the high ground. Mother, I have the high ground. Okay, so he's up there on the hill.
Oh, could Wendy have during her activation
Oh
drawn a
yeah,
fortune card?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So she moves and performs an action, so she gets to draw a card, and the new card that you add to your stack is an I'm
I'm
all
all
right.
right.
Wow, you're getting all the good cards today.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That stinks. I don't like that.
I do.
I don't like her getting my I'm all right. I stacked that deck for me.
Well, you didn't count it right.
And she got my card.
The fates are
Okay.
being nice to me because I'm playing the good guys.
I know. I was shocked.
I know. I think it might be like a New Year's resolution. She's turning over a
No,
new leaf. She's
no, it's just that it's the last day of the year.
playing the goodies.
I was like, she's playing who? What?
The goodies. The goodies. Are we the baddies? Okay, so that's going to end turn number one. We don't have anything else to happen there at turn number one. We're going to be starting turn number two. So for those of you playing along at home, we are going to be using the Great Ganga in this scenario. Great Ganga has a chance to appear during the scenario. He could appear on turn number
3 or 4.
3. We're going to roll. On turn number 4, we're going to roll. And if he hasn't appeared by turn number 5, then we're just going to automatically put it into play because we want it in play.
He's a baddie,
Because,
as the shirt would suggest.
look at that. Okay. Did we draw cards?
No.
Oh, she drew an eyeball.
No,
that was
no.
for her deal. Okay, so starting at turn number
Nay,
2.
you got a bad news?
Bad news. Bad news.
You got a breakaway.
Break away. Break away. Okay. Bad news and a breakaway, and we're starting turn number 2. Nay, you are still in control of the initiative. Boys and girls out there, big thank you to everybody that's joined us today. I see a Randy Wendell, I see a Randall Miles, and a Talamicus, and a Damien. Guys, thank you so much.
And
And Charlie
Charlie
Stout is on here. I think Charlie's playing next week. I could be wrong, but I think Charlie's coming to play next week. So if you'd like to get involved in this, you can. You can sign up to play with us. Right now, we're scheduling for late February, I think, is how far out we're scheduled. But it doesn't matter if you've never played Pulp Alley before. It's a wonderful way to learn the game.
I will hold your hand.
Oh, I had no idea there was going to be hand holding.
There's always hand holding.
Oh, okay. So send us an email or a Facebook message and say, hey, I want to play on a Sunday, and we'll see if we can work you in as well. If you haven't already, get subscribed to our little channel and hit the like button. We really need your support out there. It's a big help to us. Starting turn number 2, Nay is still the director. And what that means is that she gets to decide, does she want to activate the first character, or is she going to make Mother McGee activate? What do you want to do, Nay?
How far away from the major plot point am I?
Your nearest character looks like it's probably Pita. Give me Sky. And he is approximately 10 inches. John is also about 9.5, and Wendy is also about 10.
Okay,
And I'm about the
let's-
same. I'm basically basically the same distance. There's going to be a scrum out there
Yeah.
around that. There's going to be a big old scrum. We'll see. What do you feel like you'd like to do?
Move Wendy up on top of or hugging the little dude. I forget his name.
Michael.
Michael.
Okay.
I like little dude. That's fine.
Little dude is fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. So if it was me, and I guess it kind of depends on what you feel like you'd like to do, or what your tactical idea here is. From where Wendy is moving, do you want to stay on your side of the plot point, or do you want to run and get all the way on the other side of the plot point like that?
On the other side.
Okay, so she's
I'm trying to
presenting
debate
herself.
if I want to go right on top of it or
Oh, okay. You could also do that and just sit on top of it.
yeah, I'll sit on top of it.
Okay, you are atop the plot point. Okay, it's still your activate. I'm sorry, you're still in control. Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to activate the next character, or do you want me to go?
Yeah. Move um
So Peter can fly, so he has a big 16-inch range. He doesn't have anybody in range to rush, however, but 16
right.
inches would put you a long ways. I don't know. Where do you think you want Peter to go? And I'm not trying to control your movements. Decide who you want to activate. You could still make me go, or you can activate a character.
Move the Lost Boys
Mm-hmm.
in front of Wendy.
Okay. So they're
Between
gonna
Wendy and the
the
trolls.
trolls. You bet. Okay. They're not going to get very far. They're just going to basically be right in front of her, and we'll put them kind of in front of the plot point as well. Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot.
So they ran 12 inches, and
Mhm.
then I'd say your nearest target is either Mother McGee or Clem, either one. So you could choose which one you wanted to shoot at.
How about Clem?
Okay. Let's see. Clem has 2 dice 6 in shooting. Or I could dodge. I guess he will. Yeah, I'll just do a dodge. So you would normally get 3 dice 6. Because you ran, that would lose you a dice. However, you are plucky. So you could choose to use your plucky ability here, your plucky perk, and ignore that. But you only get to do that for one of your characters during your turn. Do you want to use it now?
Yes.
Okay, so you are plucky. And she says, I'm going to keep that dice. All right. And that's it. I guess you're
What are you
rolling
dodging with?
3 die 6. I'm dodging with 4 die 8.
Wow.
Or 3 die 8. Okay, here we go. 3 die 6 coming. Checking cards. Okay, could use my breakaway, but I don't see what she rolls. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so that's an easy one. I'm not going to choose to disengage, move, so I'm going to stay where I'm at. And you are still the boss. Do you want to continue activating, or do you want me to go?
Well, for a quick question, what is my brawl, shoot, and might
It's
for the
based
Lost
off of
Boys?
the number of models, half of the number of models. So since you have five characters, or sorry, five models in that gang
Okay.
right now, that's why you rolled 3 dice. So and it's the same for brawl, might, and shoot. Those are all dependent on the number of models that are currently in the group. And as you suffer hits, models will disappear
Right.
and they will become less effective. All right. Who's next?
Let's move Peter Pan.
Okay. Now he could move all the way past them quite a ways. He could get all the way out here, or he could kind of hang back, or he could go after one of the minor plot points. What do you feel like Peter's going to do?
Um, well, for right now, let's just kind of put him kind of beside Wendy.
Okay. So he is up here beside Wendy, and he could shoot again at, I guess from there, I guess I would say either Clem or Cletus. Either one of those two were probably his nearer target.
No, I'm just going to sit because that way, if they come up on him, he hasn't been in a fight.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's him. And then who
John.
is next? You could activate
Or-
your last character, or you can make me go.
Let's have you go.
Okay. I think it's a good idea. Gosh. I guess I might just go give those Lost Boys a clobbering.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to activate Cletus, who is the furthest character away at this point. Back here. He's going to activate, and he will rush at the Lost Boys. Rawr.
What's he throwing?
He is throwing 4 die 8 to brawl. I could discard a card to. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with that. He has a slam ability, so I could discard to add an extra dice, but I'm not going to use it because I actually like my card. So I'm going to just stick with what I have here. The Lost Boys normally roll 3 die 8, but they've been in a fight, so they're going to lose one of those, and you can't use your plucky this time. So you could either brawl me with 2 die 8, or you could try to dodge with 1 die 6. What do you think you'd like to do? You know
Brawl.
what? They could shoot.
Oh,
Shooting would be 3. You'd lose a dice for the previous combat, but you'd gain it back. Oh, that's a little harder decision. You could shoot at him as he rushes at you, but that's 3 die 6. So do you want to use 3 die 6 or 2 die 8?
let's do the 2 die 8. Let's dodge.
Okay. All right. So here come the dice at you. Checking your abilities. Okay.
You know,
checking.
since I'm the good guy, I should use Bessie's dice. You know that.
I think we have been. I think
Okay.
we've been using. Yeah. Right.
He did have the white dice for the D6s, but he does have the correct D8.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't.
I
keep
need
track
every
very good
edge I
on
can
that.
get.
So I'm gonna roll for the active character first. The active character, 4 die 8 from Cephas as he comes rushing in there. And he got a 7 and a 4. He is a brute, however, so I'm going to get a reroll one of those, and I'll reroll this one and turn it into another 4. So he has a 7 and 2 4s. And here is for the Lost Boys. They got a 6 and a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say take them all. So I will have to roll a 2 dice health check, and you will simply lose 3
Oh,
lost
man.
boys.
Ooh.
Pop, pop,
But
pop.
I might get one back.
You're exactly
Yeah.
right. You're exactly right. You may get one back. Now, if this was any other type of gang, that gang would now be removed from play because a gang is based on having a number of models in there. Most gangs, when you get down to 2 models, they're no longer combat effective and they are removed from play. This gang is loyal, so that means they get to remain in play until they get down to 1 model, and then that last model will head back to Hangman's tree.
I think if she was dodging, it would only have been D6, correct? So
Mhm.
that was actually brawling. Charlie had a question about it.
Hey, doesn't Nate get to choose since she was dodging? She wasn't dodging. She was brawling. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Marjan is on here. Thank you so much from Croatia. Yay, the winner of our furthest away from Pulp Alley. Marjan joining us from Croatia. All right. Oh, and I have to roll a health check. So let me double check my trolls. They are armored. So I have to pass a 2 dice health check, but I'm going to get to roll an extra dice because I am armored. And here we go. So I need 2 of these to succeed,
Failed.
and I did. So 2 successes will keep my troll uninjured. Those things are just brutally tough.
Yeah.
They're just brutally tough. So he is not injured. He comes up there and swipes at those lost boys. And 3 lost boys are knocked all the way back to the hideout. 2 remain standing. That's going to make Cletus the director.
Are you going to
Hmm.
make Nay do John, or are you going to keep going?
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and ask Nay to activate John now.
Is John close enough to do that plot point?
He is close enough to do the plot point.
Yeah,
or
that's what I
he-
was going to do is send him over there.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Apologies for the flashing today. A little technical glitch. We'll keep him on this side of it so he's nearest to the fight. And when he gets over there, he's going to have to draw a peril. Look
Free
out, John.
pass.
Free pass. So no peril at all for
Woohoo.
John. Let me double check and make sure I see it. Okay. And now his plot point.
2 with finesse or cunning.
2 with finesse or cunning. And the little fella, you wouldn't know this, but he has 2d8 in cunning. 2d8 in cunning. I'm double checking your cards. I should have asked her if she wanted to use that bad news in that last fight. I'm sorry, Nay. Okay, so I don't see any cards to help you. 2d8 in cunning. So both of these have to be a success. Boom. Only one of them is a success. Only one is a success, but that will establish the plot point and the challenge. And we're going to put a little button on there to help us remember that you have 1 success accumulated on it. So John can continue working on that next turn, or he could get out of there and head off to help somebody else. So that is her last character. Now, my folks. I guess Clem. Now, I have to decide what I want Clem to do. See, Clem could rush in here and fight the Lost Boys, or he could go for Peter. And you know what? We want to get the Lost Boys out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to activate Clem, and he's going to rush at the Lost Boys. Because they were already engaged, I have the option to ignore them, and I could rush past them to an unengaged model. But I want to get rid of them. I want him out of here. So he's coming in. He's going to be rolling 4d8 to attack. 4d8 to attack. And now they're down to 2 models. That means they only get to roll 1 dice. Normally, they would get to roll 1 dice, but they've now been in 2 fights, and that's going to completely destroy their offensive ability, and they're going to have to resort. They would not be able to shoot because they're already engaged. So the only option they have left is to try and dodge, and
with
they have
1d6.
1d6 to do it with. Can you get rid of that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Why is this not?
Just settle. No, don't keep clicking. Okay.
No, just click it 18
No, no,
times.
no, don't do that. That's the not. That's
Keep
the
clicking?
not. That's the not option. Okay, here we go. So let's see if Clem runs up here and see if he can get rid of them pesky lost boys. I only got a 6, so I'm going to re-roll one of my 1s.
Fail.
And it is, in
Yes.
fact,
Oh, we can
turns
dodge
into another
that.
1. So
We can
all I
dodge
have is
that.
a 6. You can dodge it if you roll a 6.
Can we do one? Oh, no, we can't do that.
Mm-mm. Okay, here's the roll. And it is a 5,
Oh.
1 shy of the number needed. Remember, when you're dodging, you have to equal or exceed the dodge dice that you want to cancel. So in this case, did not get it done. That means 1 more lost boy is gone, and that
Can
is
I
enough.
use my I'm all right?
No, you can't,
No?
because lost boys do not roll health checks.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So since a gang does not roll health checks, they are simply squished between the toes, turned into jelly.
Jellies and jams and
Jelly.
pies.
Just like Mama used to make.
How many did I lose?
You lost 1, which means
Okay.
the other one is no longer combat effective, and it is removed as well. So the
Okay.
whole gang is gone.
And no rally check then, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Without there being a gang in play, they will not get to rally. You would still have to have 1 model left to try and do a rally, or 2. I guess that leaves me with poor little Cletus over here on the end. I'm not sure what I want to do with him.
You could try to swipe Peter with his rock.
Yeah, see, that's a really good idea, except that I don't think I'm willing to risk losing the initiative at this point.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong is I could let her get control of the initiative at this point in the game, and I don't think I
okay,
want
try
that
for
to
the plot
happen.
point.
I don't know that he needs to go for the plot point either.
Oh, just because he's got his butt crack hanging out doesn't mean he can't do a plot point.
Why are you always looking at butt cracks?
No, last time it was nipples. This time it's butt cracks.
You and things. This is a family-friendly show, lady.
Obviously, it's not. These are the models you have out and about.
I was going
I
to
don't
say,
know.
blame the models.
Blame the models.
All right, cowboy, what you gonna do?
I think he's going to do a flanking maneuver.
I don't think he knows how.
He's going to run 12 inches. No, he cannot run 12 inches unless he is rushing. All right, he's going to move 6 inches up this way. I don't think you have any cards to play. He's just going to move up and try and get into the fray a little bit.
So, not flanking.
Not well.
Just to clarify.
Look at me, Ma. I got him, Ma. Oh,
Nobody panic.
oh, good job, son. Good job. You're doing good, my boy.
Pull your pants up, please.
Pull your pants up. Peter's watching. Mother McGee is my last character. I think I might have her do the plot point.
All right, let's see it.
I think I might have her
Thank God.
just wander over there and try that plot point. Sure, why not? I'm gonna wander.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna get on that plot point, and I'm gonna try to collect a shiny. I want a shiny. So she's gonna have a peril, and it is 2 with might or finesse. Well, she is the finessey sort. 4 die 8 in finesse. Let's just roll it and see how lucky we get. So there's a snake in her boot. 2 successes is what she needed. That's what she got. 2 successes. And now for the plot
One
point.
with cunning.
1 with cunning. Okay, well, That's 4 die 8 as well.
Oh.
And Mother McGee, she teaches her boys good.
I guess the boys got it
Only
off from
one?
their father.
And she got it. And so that means I'm going to get a blue card. Bessie, I'll let you draw it. Okay.
It was that one.
Okay. So as I can discard once per turn. I can discard to gain a +1 bonus to my brawl or to my might, and that bonus will last until the end of the turn. Remember that bonuses normally do not last until the end of the turn. Normally, they simply happen for a particular roll or so, and then they go away. Okay, we are about to start turn number 3.
We don't have any recoveries.
We don't have any recoveries.
We'll pull a bullet.
We're pulling a
How many
bullet.
turns is this?
It is 6 turns, if I remember correctly. Let me double check.
Yeah, I
Blood
think it's 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, I was hoping I would have one lost boy left to run
I
around
know.
and have the dragon or the T-Rex chase him.
I know.
Oh, that would have been good.
Didn't go that way.
All right, your card.
I drew a lucky break.
Nay, you got a break away.
Breakaway. Oh, that's nice. Too bad she didn't have that last turn. Oh, she could have saved the Lost Boys. Why do you have to be like bitter about everything?
You took out my lost boys.
Easy come, easy
You
go.
targeted them.
They were standing there. They
They're
were
my
just a speed bump.
They're my
Thump, thump for the
babies.
trolls. Trolls coming through. Trolls coming through. Thump, 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 thump. So we're gonna roll to see if Ganga shows up.
Oh.
And for this, if a 4 or higher is rolled, Ganga has appeared.
Ba-ba-bum.
No Ganga. Okay. As we start turn number, boy, Wendy is like all over that plot point. I don't think I can let her have it.
I think you can. I don't think she's very good at this. She's not very pretty and she's not very bright.
I can't let her get it.
And she's pretty skinny. I mean, there's nothing there
Yeah,
to
she's
eat.
not. She's not very hard.
Right now, she's standing right on top of it. She's got an I'm all right, and she's got a breakaway, and she's got a misfortune. So it's going to be awfully hard for me to act. I would say impossible for me to actually hurt her, but I can at least stop her from doing the plot point.
Aww.
All right, and that's what I'm going to do.
Why do you
I'm going
do
to
her like
activate
this?
Cephas, is this fellow here, and he's going to rush Wendy.
And she, well, no. What does she have? Can
She has dodge skill. Wendy is not a brawler, so she's not going to fight the fellow. He was too close also to shoot at, so it leaves her with one option left, and that is the dodge option. So she's going to have to use dodge here.
Yep.
And luckily, she's a heck of a dodger with 4 die 8. He's coming at her with 4 die 8. Now I have to decide if I'm going to discard a card to get it, to try and give her a good slamming. Oh, that's gone. Mother McGee has a plot point. Pull that off. I mean, the plot points in this scenario can be dropped. So, gosh, I don't really think.
Doing it or not doing it?
I'm gonna discard a card.
All right.
No, because there's no way I can hurt her. There's no way I can hurt her because she has that I'm all right.
Okay.
She's a good dodger. I'm not gonna waste a card here. And she has a misfortune. So 4 die 8 to brawl. He comes up and is gonna give her a smacking. 3 successes, a 7 and 2 4s. I'm going to go ahead and use my brute ability
Mhm.
here and re-roll that 2.
Do they all have root?
And turn it into a
Ooh.
5. So I got 4 successes. Let's see how Wendy does. She did awesome. Wow,
Woohoo!
that is some dodging.
Look at that.
So an 8 will stop the 7. An 8 will stop that 5. A 5 will stop a 4. And a 4 will stop a 4.
Nice.
Now,
Woohoo.
Not a girl.
you could choose to back up an inch. If you do, it's going to move you off of the plot point. You don't have to back up, though. You can remain there, hold your ground, and try to hope that Peter can knock the troll away from you. Because if you back up, you're going to be completely off the plot point. You won't be touching it at all because you have to back up at least an inch, and the plot point is smaller than that. So what do you think you want to do here?
I'm just going to stay right there.
Stay right there. She can hold her ground. So she did it. She did it. She did it good. All right. Well, that stinks.
Now what? Smarty pants.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have.
You gonna let her go?
No. No, I can't really afford to let her go.
Well, what's not gonna happen?
No.
What's the worst?
What's what? I mean, let's.
I can think of a few things. I'm gonna activate.
Party pooper.
I'm gonna activate Cletus. He's going to leap over Clem and attack Peta.
Wow.
So he's going to attack Peta. All right. Well, he's rolling 4 die 8 to try and smack you with. What do you think you want to do?
That's tough.
Do you brawl
Um,
back with 3 die 10,
Or
or do you dodge with 3 die 10? Interesting. Interesting choice right there.
Does that put him in contact with Wendy? It does not.
He is
right?
not.
Okay.
No. He is not in contact with Wendy. If you're talking about the new guy that
Yes,
just
yes,
moved, he is not
yeah.
touching Wendy.
well, I'm going to brawl.
Okay, so you got 3 die 10, and Cletus has 4 die 8. Can I pip? Cletus got 4 successes, 2
Hmm.
8s, a 5, and a 4. Peta, 3 die 10. You also got all successes with 2 6s and a 7. Since you are a fencer, you can make me re-roll one of my dice. You want me to re-roll one of my 8s?
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I turned it into a 1.
Woohoo.
That was a good parry. Now I'm the active character here, so I could decide to do some blocking if I wanted to. And I guess I will. I'm going to use my 8 to cancel your 7. And that means both of us are now down to taking 2 hits.
And you'll roll 3 dice to do.
I
yours.
will roll 3 dice for my health check. Now, do you want to use your I'm all right here?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not going to roll at all, and your health check is automatically passed. So
All
I
right, I
have
need you
to
to
try
fail
and
this.
get this.
I've never asked you
2
for
dice.
anything in my life. Yes.
And he fails, and Cletus is injured. And that's going to make Wendy the director.
Woohoo!
Or
Yay.
Nay, I guess I should say. Nay is the director. So, Nay, you are now the director. Peter and Wendy are tied up with trolls, are both engaged currently. You have not activated any of your characters, still have John, Wendy, and Peter. What would you like to do?
And who all of you activated?
I have 2 characters that have not activated. Clem has not activated, and Mother McGee has not activated.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and finish out that plot point. Get that out of the way.
Which you can't because you have a
think she
troll.
meant
No.
John.
John.
Okay. Good. That's what you're doing over here. John. Okay, he will get another peril. Remember, plot points are always perilous. You always start with a peril first.
One with cunning or might.
One with cunning or might, and he has that 2 die 8 in cunning. He only needs one of these. Did not get it. He's going to take one hit on a d6. And he failed it. And John is down. There was a snake over there crawling through those skulls. There's a lot of snakes around this area. So John is down. Took himself out.
I am not really good at playing good guys, am I?
Oh, well, you know. Now, do you continue activating or do you make the trolls activate?
This is why we always play the bad guys.
Day after day. What do you think you want to do here?
It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to go around and surround them, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you're a pistole.
I don't even know what that means. Nate, do you want me to activate or are you going to activate one of your characters?
Go ahead and activate.
Okay. I have to decide what I want Clem to do. Gosh. So Peter is my nearest character. So although I would rather run around there and give Wendy a whooping, I can't because Peter is my nearest character. And although I could ignore Peter because he is engaged, I cannot ignore him and rush another engaged model. I have to rush an unengaged model.
Kind of cancels each
So
other out.
if I wanted to rush somebody, I would have to rush Peter. Peter hasn't activated yet.
Nope, he has not.
Oh, I think that's a good idea then. All right. Well, we'll give him another chance at
Oh, mine. Okay, sorry. Nobody
we'll
panic.
give him another.
Nobody
Why don't you
panic.
type something in? We'll go ahead and activate Clem. Double checking your cards.
Froze, so we'll have to do main dice. No pit.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Clem is racing around to rush at Pita. So I'll have 4 die 8 coming at you. And don't switch yet.
I'm gonna use my breakaway.
Good idea. Good idea. Okay, so that will automatically end the fight. And you can move 1 to 3 inches away. Where would you like to go? You'll have to end 1 inch away from all the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just back up an inch?
Yeah.
Okay. Just an inch back up. Takes that 1 inch move. All right. Okay.
Are you gonna make?
Are you gonna make me activate my last character? Nay?
No.
Oh, she's thinking. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm gonna move Peter Pan around. Could you put him a closer view? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll pop up here in a second if it isn't already.
Okay. Move him around. It's probably going to be really stupid. But around on the other side of the troll that's touching Wendy.
Okay. Now, what's he gonna do when he is that his entire move, just to move around and kind of flank him?
Yeah, and then
so you have a big 16-inch move. You can go. You can't rush him because your nearest target are these two guys, but you could certainly move around and just kind of poke him in the tush.
Yep.
So you'll have to be an inch away from him. Okay.
I can't come in contact with him.
No, because the
'cause
other two are closer.
if you want to fight
Oh.
somebody, you have two trolls standing right in front of you that are willing to fight. But if you
Oh,
want to do
okay.
some
Move me
maneuvering,
back then.
okay. All right, you are back.
Go ahead and do Mama.
Yes,
Let's see what
activate
she
his
does.
last character. Okay. I think I'm going to run 12 inches. I'm going to activate her. Mom is a sleuth. She should have drawn 2 cards for when she passed the plot point in peril over here. I'm going to go back and do. Nah, we'll just skip it. Not a big deal. I'm going to run Mom 12 inches towards where John is. So she's going to run all the way to here. All right, so she is done. I have officially activated all of my characters. So you still have Wendy, who is engaged, and you have Peta, who is not engaged.
Okay. Well, let's put Peter. I don't know how to explain it. The one that's injured, I think it is.
Uh-huh.
Can he go to him? Or
You
is it
bet.
the other one? Okay.
No, they're both 1 inch away. So I'm going to scoot that away. You do not have to rush 2 characters if you don't want to. So we'll put you in contact with the one that is injured.
And we'll go ahead and brawl.
Okay. So you would normally have 3 die 10 to brawl with, but you have been in 2 fights, and that will take 2 of your dice away. So you'll have 1d10. Need to remember you have that bad news in your hand, and you have that stay down. Okay, so 1d10 to brawl with. I don't see any. Okay, so the one that's injured would normally roll 4 die 8 because he's injured. He's now down to d6s, and he's been in a fight. I don't know that I want to. Sure, I'll go ahead and play my warmed up. You can cancel it with your misfortune if you would like to.
Yeah.
Okay, misfortune says no to warmed up. And so he will only get 3 die 6. And he already used his reroll as well. So he won't get a reroll. So you have 1d10 coming at my troll. You got an 8. Troll, 3 die 6 fighting back. Got a 1, a 2, and a 4. And you are a fencer. And you can make him reroll that 4.
Yeah, because he's not going to be able to beat the 8.
Correct. Turned it into a 5, so it didn't change anything. So now you have to decide, do you want to take that hit, or do you want to cancel both of the successes and call it a draw? Take them all?
Oh, wait a minute. Can I use my bad news?
You bet. You bet. You can add your bad news on there, and that means he'll take 2 hits. All right, so he's going to have to roll 2
We'll
hits.
take them all.
Okay. So he'll take 2 hits. So he's got armor, so he'll roll 3 dice to do it.
And
Peter,
he's hurt, so is he a
D6s.
yeah.
D6s. D6s. Thank you, Bessie. Peter will have to roll a 1 dice health check. We'll go ahead and roll his because he's the active character. And he passes.
Woohoo.
No damage. And Cletus needs 2 successes. He got
Yes.
none, and he is down. Would you like to play your stay down and keep him down?
Yes, I do.
Okay. he will remain in the reclined position.
Typical.
Well, he gets tired. All right.
Carrying that big rock all the time.
Wendy is the only character that hasn't activated.
I guess I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. So she activates as fight automatically starts. She will be dodging. She still has 4 die 8 in dodge. Cephas has been in a fight. Go ahead and camera me. Okay. So he's now down to rolling 3 dice. Okay, we'll go with it. So he has 3 dice coming at you. We'll roll for his first simply because he's the only one that's throwing damage. A 5 and a 4 is what he got. Wendy's going to be dodging with 4 die 8. Nate, did you say something?
No.
Okay. And you're going to stop them both.
Woohoo!
A 7 will stop the 5. A 4 will stop the 4. And Wendy is uninjured. You could choose to back up if you wanted to. I don't think it's a good idea. But never stop your opponent from doing bad ideas.
Now I'm the director, right?
Yep, you are still the director.
Everybody's done.
Mm-hmm.
So back her up an inch.
Okay. I just want you to make sure that you won't be able to complete that plot point until that troll is moved away from it.
Oh, okay. Never
Because
mind. Leave it there then.
He is in contact with the plot point.
Okay. Yeah, just leave her there then.
Okay. That troll is in contact with the plot point. So as long as he's standing there, you won't be able to pick up Michael. All right. So we're going to go to recovery checks. Poor little Cletus there will not get a recovery check. So he's going to take another turn lying in the dirt. But John will get
Come
a
on,
recovery
John.
check. Let's see if John can get up. And he does.
Woo!
Oh, you know what? I used the wrong dice. I better use a pink dice. for
No,
that.
no.
No, that-
Oh, we're
no,
going to
we'll
go ahead and
accept it.
count that?
We will
Okay.
accept it.
All right.
We'll accept it for this one time.
Okay. So John is back on his feet. That ends the turn. And you know what? We're going to roll for
Oh.
lovely Gonga to see if Gonga shows up. So if I get a 4 or better, Gonga is arriving. Gonga is arriving. So you
Where's
get
it
to
coming in at?
decide where it's going to appear. It has to be exactly 12 inches away from the Skycam. Yeah. It has to be 12 inches away from Michael, the little boy in the pink pajamas.
So if I put
12
him in the water, is he like Godzilla where he doesn't go as fast?
It would slow it down. It wouldn't be able to move over 6 inches. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. 12 inches.
Kind of towards Bessie.
Towards Bessie. Okay. Good idea. 12 inches towards Bessie. I'll kind of keep him back into the water here. 12 inches towards Bessie. Okay, good enough. All right. So he is back there.
Mm.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. It is basically handled as a non-player character. It will move after all of the other characters in play have activated. All the player characters have activated. So he is the last thing to activate during the turn. All right.
Take away that stay down and we'll throw out cards.
Okay.
Did we pull a bullet?
We're starting turn 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nay, you got a sucker punch.
Nay, you got a sucker punch.
And you, my friend, got a clear shot.
Got a clear shot. Okay. All right. All right, Nay, you got a tough decision here.
Mhm.
Peter is not engaged with anybody. John is not engaged. Wendy is, however. Wendy has a troll that she has been easily avoiding over here, but The troll is continuing to pound the ground all around her, preventing her from getting a hold of Michael. What do you want to do here? Are you going to activate the first character, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, let's activate John and get that plot point.
Okay.
Maybe.
John is going to try to pick up the plot point, so he'll get another peril.
2 with cunning or might.
2 with cunning or might. He has 2 die 8 in
Man.
cunning. He's going to have to get both of these successes. And he
Woohoo!
does. He gets past the peril. And now we know what the plot point is. The plot point was already revealed. You need 1 more success to pick it up with cunning, 2 die 8. And you got it. The plot
Yay.
point is John's.
Yay.
Awesome sauce.
All right. And she's going to get a reward card. John has, instead of rolling for a peril, you can discard a card to automatically pass the challenge. A peril, not a plot point, but a peril. Okay. And that means you are
Still the director.
are still the director. So you can choose to activate or make me go.
Oh, goodness. Now, since that one troll is down, can I go up and brawl the one that's hooked to Wendy?
That's hooked to Wendy. Yes. Yeah, they are both about an inch away. So you could choose which one that you wanted to brawl. So if you wanted to go after Cephas, you could do that. Is that what you want to do?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
I'm trying
you
to think if
decide.
it would be better to have you go first or me go first.
John has a plot point.
I
feel like it would be better if Peter went ahead and went for it. Personally.
Okay. Yeah,
think
let's
so.
do that then. Yeah.
Because that way, when he activates, he'll have to split his dice.
Yeah.
And we'll have even a harder time. So
There-
that will
that.
put that troll at a disadvantage for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Peter, I assume you're brawling, so you'll be rolling 3 die 10 for your attack. I have 3 die
slamming?
8 in dodge, but I think I'll just go ahead and brawl you with 4 die 8.
Okay.
I'll go
I'm
ahead
going to
and brawl
use
you with-
my sucker punch.
You bet. Sucker Punch will get you another dice on there, so 4 die 10 is
Nice.
coming. Maybe I'll just go to rolling it out there since we can't pip.
Okay. All right.
So if I put this out here, just roll it right there.
We're going to be gentle.
All right. 4 die 10 is what Peter's coming at. I have to decide if I want to slam, and I will. I'll go ahead and use my clear shot.
What does
and
that get you, 6?
Discard it to get me a 5th dice.
Oh, just fit. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll have 5d10. Sorry, 5d8.
Thought you did.
You got 3 successes. You got a 10, a 4, and a 5. Sorry, none of those numbers were correct. A 10, a 7, and a 4. So 2 of them were correct. And Cletus will roll.
You're missing one. Is by the troll.
5d8. And he got 4 successes, a 7, a 6, a 5, and another 5. Now, you could choose to make me re-roll, but I think it would be better if you used your fencing ability and re-rolled your 3. Do you want me to re-roll a dice, or do you want to re-roll a dice?
Me.
Okay. Just math is on your favor. It's more likely that you'll get something good. So you turned it into a 5. I will use my brute ability and re-roll my one failure and turn it into a
Ooh.
5. So I have 5 successes and you have 4 successes. How do you want to play this? Take them all?
No, what would we have if we block?
You could block everything. You could use all of your dice and only take 1 hit if you wanted to.
Let's do that.
Okay. So she's going to block the 7, the 6.
No, she'd take 2.
You're right. You're right. I can't block all of them.
Because you have a 4 and he has 2 5s.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I would still have to take 1 hit and you would take 2 hits. Do you want to play it that way?
Sure.
Okay. So those will all be blocks. Then the troll will have to roll a 1 dice health check. He'll get to do it on 2 dice. And Pita will also roll 2 dice. Okay, here is for the troll. So I need one of these to be a success because he's armored. Okay, got it. So the troll is not injured. Here is for Pita. He needs both of these to be a success. And they are
Woo.
double 6s.
Woo.
So no damage on either side. And that fight is resolved. Okay. You are still the boss. You still have 2 characters that have not activated. You have Wendy and John. I have not activated anyone this turn.
John's gone.
John
Isn't he?
went. John did the plot point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 1 character left, and that is Wendy, or you can make me go. What do you think you want to do?
What the heck? Let's let Wendy go.
Okay. When Wendy activates, her only option will be to choose to dodge. A fight will automatically start there, and she'll be dodging with 4 die 8. The troll is now down to rolling 3 die 8, and I already used my slam ability
And your brute.
and my brute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll just have to go with that. All right. So he will attack her with 3 die 8. And that's what we'll roll for first. A 5 and a 4. So I think Wendy can handle that. See if she can dodge a 5 and a 4. And she does easily with an 8 and a 7. So she
Awesome.
takes no damage. And that's all of her characters, right? All
Yes.
of her characters have
Mhm.
activated.
So it's just your guys.
So I just have my characters now. Gosh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm in a lot of trouble here.
What's Mama gonna do?
I know. What is Mama gonna do?
Can Mama shoot?
Yeah. Yeah, Mama can
Is she a
shoot.
good shooter?
Yeah. No, she's a terrible shooter.
Oh.
I'm gonna activate Clem. I'm gonna activate Clem.
What's he gonna do?
He's gonna rush John.
Good idea.
Oh,
He's going to come in on John.
I did not
Rawr.
expect that.
Rawr. Rawr. 4 die 8 coming at John. John could either cannot shoot. He could dodge with 2 die 6, or he can brawl with 2 die 6. What do you think you want to do?
6 of one, half dozen of the other at this point.
Okay, just but you let me know.
Dodge.
Okay, dodge with 2 die 6. I think that's a better choice
Yeah.
because with the dodge, that means you're going to get the opportunity to actually block some dice. If you didn't dodge, then you would just be probably
Swinging in the
getting,
wind.
yeah. I don't think I want to discard anything, so I'm going to just go with what I have here. And I got absolutely nothing. No
Yay.
successes. Oh, wait, I have a
Oh, yeah,
I have a brute.
He hasn't done brute.
and turns it into a 4. So as long as you get a 4 on 2 dice, and you did easily, so he is done.
So how
Can you
far
back
away
up?
can I move?
1 inch.
Okay.
Back up an inch.
Yep. Well, no,
Okay. No,
towards the water.
towards the water.
Mhm.
Okay. Mother McGee. What's old Mother McGee gonna do?
She's gonna go in on Wendy. She's gonna go in on John. Do a siren call for the Ganga. Ride it.
I think that's what she's gonna do. I think that is exactly
That would be
what
something
she's
to
going
see.
do. All right. Mother McGee is going to move 6 inches off this away. And she's going to shoot at John.
Wow.
She only has 3 dice 6 to roll. John, you could shoot back. Nope, sorry, you can't shoot. So you'll just have to try to.
Well, I'm
dodge
going to
with
play
2.
an out of ammo.
Okay, I'll go back to where I started my turn. Okay. All right, in that case, I will rush you. So I'll roll 2 dice 6. Now you could choose to brawl me with 1 dice or dodge me with 2 dice.
So do I keep the out of ammo since you?
No, because
No.
you do it when he activates. So
You
no matter
out,
what.
Oh, okay.
out of
Gotcha.
ammo says, yeah, out of ammo is played when a character activates. You're not really
Okay.
supposed to wait until
Okay.
you see what they're doing to then play it. You're supposed to play it when they activate. So I went back to the start of that activation. And because I raced through it, I didn't actually give you an opportunity to. That's a legitimate thing. You should have that opportunity. So
Now you still have a card sitting there for me, but I don't have any in front of me. I think I.
Oh,
used
it's
them
your
all.
reward card. It's your reward
Oh,
card.
okay.
John has a reward. So that's why we went back to let her play the out of ammo.
Okay.
Mother McGee can brawl with 2 dice, but I'm gonna have to get rid of a card to do that, and I guess I'll get rid of my lucky break. Yeah, I'll get rid of my lucky break to avoid losing a dice. I'll roll 2 dice to attack you. You can dodge with 2 dice or brawl me with 1 dice.
I'm not at any sort of penalty, right?
You are because of the previous fight. If you used your plucky to cancel that, if you want to use your plucky ability now, you could brawl with 2 dice. Or you
Yeah,
could.
let's do that.
Okay, so she's going to use her plucky perk here. So she's brawling with 2 dice, and Mama's got 2 dice. Mama swings and gets a 5. John swings and gets a 5. I'll say take them all. So you'll have to roll a 1 dice health check, and you passed. Mama will roll a 1 dice health check, and she passes. So no damage. I think I'm the only one with a character left to activate, right?
Yeah.
And it's Cephas. So
Yeah.
Cephas now activates. He's been in 2
Two, yep.
fights. So he would only get to roll 2 dice to brawl, and he would have to split them between those 2 characters. Okay, that's what I'll do. Wait. Yeah. I'll split them between the 2 characters. And then I will resolve the fight against. Don't think it really matters. I'll resolve the fight against Wendy first.
Okay, I'll dodge.
Okay. He's only rolling 1 die 8. Got an 8. She gets to roll 4 die 8 to dodge with. She got an 8, and she stopped it. So now against Peter. Peter, you're down to rolling 2 die 10. You've used your plucky.
I'll dodge as well.
Okay. 1 die 8 on him. Got nothing, and you'll automatically pass. So you could choose to back up, or you could remain engaged. I don't know if there's a good tactic either way on that. You decide what you want to do. Do you want to stay on that troll, or do you want to back up an inch?
Let's back up an inch just to see what the
Okay. I don't think that's a bad strategy,
T-Rex
because you
is
can
gonna
always go
do.
back in him on him.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing that happens in this turn, or the last character that activates, is Great Ganga. So Great Ganga will move up to 12 inches towards the nearest character. Since he's in a perilous area, he won't be able to do that. He's not gonna roll for the peril, but he will move 6 inches towards the shore, towards the nearest characters. And that will end the turn. We only have 1 recovery check. We have 1 recovery check, and that will be Cephas there. No, Cletus. Cletus is going to roll, and he is gone.
Ooh,
No
that was
more
easy.
Cletus. Yep,
Woohoo!
he is out of there. All right.
Which figure are we using? Do you remember?
It's a Foundry miniature.
Okay.
It's from Foundry. Foundry has a wonderful range of figures. Don't overlook Foundry. They've been in business for an awfully long time, and they have some absolutely amazing miniatures over there. You've already pulled a bullet.
Mhm.
We're starting turn number 5,
Name's
and
the
we're
director?
drawing cards. Nate is the
You
director.
got a lucky break.
Lucky break.
You got to stay well.
I got to stay well. Okay, nay. Right now, gosh.
What's the stay well say?
Oh, you automatically pass a health, reliability, or horror check,
Okay.
and you draw a card.
Well, I
So,
think
okay.
can John, since he's not engaged, can he run?
John is engaged.
Oh, he is?
The witch has a hold of his hat and isn't letting him run
Oh,
away.
okay. I thought I backed up. I thought, okay.
You backed up from the troll. I don't remember what happened there. Who remembers? Did he successfully dodge, or did he pass his health check? Or did
Oh,
she not hit? So you brawled me.
okay.
Didn't he brawl?
I thought so.
Yeah, you brawled. You couldn't
And
have
then I
backed up
used
because you
my,
chose to
yeah,
brawl me.
okay. So I guess, well, let's go ahead and get that done with.
Okay, so John
Out there and-
activates. John activates. So do you want to choose to brawl me with 2 dice or dodge me with 2 dice?
Dodge.
Okay. Mother McGee only has 2 dice. Okay, I will. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and her brawl is hindered, so she's going to go down to 1 dice on her brawl attack. So that's the only dice that is for offense. We'll roll that first. She got a 4, so as long as you get a 4, this is a dodge. She got a 5, that will cancel it, and you can back up an inch.
Yes.
Okay, he backs
But
up an inch.
go like in the direction of the other guys, like towards the
Okay.
water.
Okay. Put him down there. Okay.
Yeah.
You are still the director, so John has activated. You have 2 characters, or you could make me go. Who do you think wants to activate next?
Nope, I'm going to get 2 fights on the other one so that if he doesn't go down, then he's
Okay. Who
he's
who
going
are
to be
you?
down in dice.
Yeah, or 2. Yeah.
Yep. So
So who's activating Peter?
yeah,
Wendy.
let's move Peter
So
around the
there's
other
no
side.
finesse. There's no maneuvering if you're going to rush somebody. If you're going to rush somebody, you take a straight line and you just run at them. So you can't run around behind him and poke him in the butt or anything like that. So if you want to
Okay.
rush him, you go right back to where you were.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that.
Boom. Okay, you have 3 die 10 starting off. I don't see any cards that are going to change that. I'm going to have to brawl you. I can't afford to do anything else really.
Are you gonna slam it?
I won't slam. So here we go. You are the active character rolling 3 die 10. 2 9s and a 6. That's a heck of a roll. And the troll, Cephas, gets 3 successes, 8, a 7, and a 4. I'll use my brute ability and reroll that 3. Turn it into a 6. You could make me reroll a dice also, so reroll my 8.
Yep.
Okay. Turn it into a 2. So I'm right back to 3 successes. If you wanted to, you could make this one a wash. You could cancel all of mine, or we could take them all, or any combination thereof. How do you want to play this? How dangerous is Peter playing it?
We're just going to make it a wash.
Okay. 9 cancels the 7, 9 cancels the 6, 6 cancels the 4, and nobody gets hurt. That's not a bad idea there because Cephas is going to have to activate later in the turn. So there will be another opportunity for Peter to cause some damage there. You still have 1 character that hasn't activated. I have none of my characters activated. What do you want to do next?
Let's do Wendy.
Wendy activates. So we know she's going to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Cephas is now down to 3 dice to attack with, and we'll go ahead and go with that. 5 and an 8. So as long as you can get a 5 and an 8, you did not get an 8, but you do have something in there to stop the 5, but nothing high enough to stop an 8, and you'll have to roll a 1 dice health check, double checking your cards. 1 dice health check, and you passed it. Wendy is not injured.
Yay.
All right. You've activated all your characters, so I guess I have to activate somebody now. Gosh. I guess I'm going to activate.
Oh, I just thought of something stupid I did. Oh, well.
Oh. I have to hope. I don't think you did anything bad. You're doing fine. I guess if there's anything dangerous, is that Peter is going to get rushed by Gonga at the end of this turn, because he is going to be the nearest target to Gonga.
Well, I was thinking I should have kept him, John, in contact, because then she couldn't have come over this way.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I want to do with her. I guess I'm gonna. I don't see any cards for you to play. I guess I'll go ahead and activate Mama. She's gonna move. She's gonna move a few inches back. No, I don't want to do that. I don't think I want to activate Mama. All right, we're going to activate Clem here. Clem is going to activate and he will rush at John. So Clem is going to roll 4 die 8 to try and pick up John and put him in his pocket. John can dodge with 2 die 6, or he can
Dodge.
brawl with 1 dice.
No, dodge.
Dodge. Okay. So 4 die 8. Has she used her plucky ability this turn? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Okay. 4 die 8 from the troll. 4 successes. 3
Oh,
8s.
jeez.
3 8s and a 4. You're not going to be able to do anything about those 8s, but let's see if you can stop that 4. And you do. Double 4s will stop that 4. And that means you'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. Come on, boys and girls. If you believe in fairies, believe in them right now. He needs to pass this with 3 successes. Let's see if he can get it. 3 successes. No successes. And
Did
John
not.
is down. And he will drop his plot point there.
Aw.
So his plot point is dropped upon the ground.
You gonna let Mama go get it?
Yep.
I was going to say, Mama's greedy. She'll go get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to jump on top of that plot point and she yells out, "Mine! Mine!"
Her peril is 3 with brawl, might, or finesse.
3 with brawl, might, or finesse. All right, so she has 4 die 8 in finesse, and that's what she will roll. 4 die 8. I need 3. I only rolled 2 of them, but I have an uncanny in my pocket.
Aw.
And I'm going to add my uncanny to it. That gives me my 3rd success, and that is completed. I'll draw a card because I'm a sleuth.
Okay, you gotta focus.
I'm adding a focus to my stack. I'm
Ready for
also
your-
going to play Buy Some Time and draw 2 cards.
Okay, you got just reward and a bad feeling.
Just reward and a bad feeling. I'm going to go ahead and play the... I'm going to go ahead and play the just reward in case something goes bad here, and that's going to make me the director
Okay.
for passing a peril. The bad feeling goes in my pocket.
Ready for your plot point?
Ready for the plot point.
Parlay 3.
Dang it, that would have been nice to have drawn.
Shoot, cunning, or might.
Okay, so I have 4 die 8. I guess I better go ahead and use my focus
Yeah, you
here
better.
and add a 5th dice in there. So I need 3 of these to be a success to pick up this plot point. And I only got 2.
No.
All right, so that has 2 buttons on it, and I'll need to get 1 more to pick it up. And that's why I used the just reward, because in case something went bad, I still became the director. You've activated all your characters, though.
Mm-hmm.
So all I have left
is the boy with the kids.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh, what a terrible situation to be in.
Maybe you better go to Mama. Since that gonga's
I
going.
know it. He's going to run over to Mama and say, look, it's here. All right, well, I have to activate Cephas now.
Mhm.
My choice is, and as soon as he activates, it starts a fight. So I have Wendy and Peta both in contact with me. So I have to decide here whether or not I want to. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and brawl. I've been in 2 fights, so that means I'll have to split my. I start with 4 dice. I guess I could discard. I should have used my bad feeling. Why didn't I use my bad feeling on that draw?
Oh.
I guess I'll use it now.
Well,
I'll
you've
go
been
ahead
in
and
2
use
fights.
my bad feeling to pump up my slam.
Okay.
That'll get me a third dice. I'm going to put 2 dice on Wendy and 1 dice on Pita. I'm going to resolve the fight with Wendy first. So I'll throw 2 dice at Pita. I'm sorry, 2 dice at Wendy. We know she's dodging with 4 die 8. She has been awfully hard to hurt. She's over, and I got absolutely nothing. You could choose to back up an inch, or you could just remain where you are.
I'll remain where I am.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
so you got 1 against Peter.
I have 1 fight against Peter. He has 2 die 10. Now the slam only counts for that 1 activation or that 1 roll, so I don't have my slam ability left. I assigned 1 dice to him, so Peter is getting 1 dice at him. You have 2 die 10 if you want to attack me, or you could dodge with
I'll dodge.
3 die
10.
die 10. Okay. 3 die 10 of dodge. So my attack, I got an 8. So all you got to do is get an 8. And you did. An 8 will allow you to dodge. All right. Do you want to disengage by moving an inch away?
No, but I don't want to be in the path of
I don't
the
think I
great
could
Ganga
change
either.
that. Yeah, I don't
No,
think I could change that.
so I might as well
You're
just
going to
stay
end
where
up
I
being
am.
the nearest no matter where I move you. An inch isn't going to get you far enough away
No.
to change that.
Okay, I guess I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Because that's what is going to happen next. All of the player characters have activated. So the last thing in the turn is Ganga comes up to take a bite out of Pita. Roar. Ganga! Hey, Ganga! Everybody loves Ganga.
No, we don't.
Ganga only rolls 4 dice. And in this instance, it is
4 die 10.
12.
Oh, 12.
12s.
Silly me.
4 d12s. Peter could fight back with 1 d10,
Oh, no.
or he could dodge with 3 die 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's where we're at. 4 die 12 coming from Great Ganga. An 11 won't be dodging the 11. You have a 9 and a 4 that you can potentially dodge. You did not dodge the 9 either. Don't have a dice on there big enough to dodge the 9. You could force Ganga to re-roll one of his dice, or you could re-roll one of your dice. I don't know what you want to do here. Do you want to make him re-roll his 11?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so he's going to re-roll his 11. Turned it into an 8, which is dodgeable. So you can dodge that 8 now, and you can dodge his 4, but you're still stuck with that 9. Nothing available to stop the 9. So 1 dice health check. I don't see any cards to help you. 1 dice, and easily avoids taking any damage. Peter is not hurt. Oh gosh. Oh, let's check
Does that make me
Ganga's abilities.
does that make me the Oh no, I dodged.
Yep. This character is blah blah blah. Okay, Savage.
Is he gonna go in again?
Once per turn, after determining the results of a brawl, if the character is still engaged, then you can choose to continue the fight immediately. So he will choose to attack you again. He will choose to attack you again with 4 die 8. Sorry, 4 die 12. And you can try to dodge again with 3 die 10. Dice cam. 9, 2 6s, and a 7. All right. Dodging. A 6.
Oh.
So in this case, I guess it would be better to
Reroll
one of your own dice.
Yep.
Okay, reroll one of yours. Turn it into a 7. Okay, so you'll stop 2 of his dice. You'll stop his 6 and his 7, or 2 6s, doesn't matter which. And you'll still have to roll a 2 dice health check. And Peter is injured.
Ah!
Peter is injured. Just when Peter thinks he's got away from the creature, it turns around with its tail and smacks him
Oh.
and sends him sprawling into the dirt. That ends the turn. We double check his abilities. He doesn't lose dice for multiple fights. It's a big inhuman animal. He also has blood frenzy. Yeah, okay. All right. That ends the turn. So we have recovery checks. We're about to start the last turn of the game. We need Peter to recover here. Let's see if we can get Peter recovered. Peter. Peter does not recover.
Ah.
Let's see if John can recover. John does recover. John, if you stood up exactly where you were, you'll be in contact with Mother McGee and the troll, or you could back up an inch and not be engaged. Do you want to be in contact with them or away from them?
Away.
And this time we can even put you over this way where you're near your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a good idea. And that's the last turn of the game. We're starting it right now. I am still the director.
All right, you got a trip up.
Trip up.
Nay, you got distraction.
Distraction. Good. That's played when a character activates, and they get a -1 to some of their stuff. This is a tricky spot. I don't think there's any way I can really even have a chance of getting that major plot point. No matter what finagling I do, I just can't get in there. This is one of those times when they really wanted that stumble card. A stumble card
know,
would have
that's what I was
forced,
thinking.
yeah. All right. Stumble is one of those cards that you oftentimes go, oh, that's kind of useless. I don't like that one. But it's one of those ways that you can make somebody
we've had
back
this
up.
exact conversation last, I don't know, 3-4 scenarios.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it can be that game-winning card. If you can knock somebody off a plot point, it's actually really, really good to have in your hand. Okay. That plot point is still dangling out there.
Yeah, because
Mama's standing on it. So if that's not doable, Peter's now in contact with 2 enemies. Not only is he in contact with Great Ganga, he's also in contact with the troll. He could beat that by, if he can dodge one of them, then he can dodge the other one as well.
He can go against the troll.
Yeah.
Dodge
Yeah. Possibly. But he'll have to split his dodge dice too. That's scary because now he's got enemies coming from both directions. Without knocking that troll off that plot point, Wendy's kind of not going to be able to do that plot point.
She won't be able to get the plot point either.
She's got, that troll is right there smashing the ground all around her. Hasn't been able to lay a glove on her. I think one time she got smacked and passed a health check.
Yeah.
So one time Cephas was able to actually get her. But okay, we already drew cards.
You're the director. Who's going first?
I am the director. I'm going to ask Nay to activate a character. Nay, who would you like to activate?
How far away am I from Ganga?
I assume you're
with
asking John.
John.
John
Yeah.
is 9 inches away from him. He could run up there and distract him.
Yep.
Now, I think it's worth remembering that Gonga does not lose dice for multiple fights. So you could run up and distract him, but
Now,
it's not actually going to.
will he have to split dice because there's two people
Yes.
on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you survive that long,
Right.
during your activation,
I won't.
chances
But
are, if you run up to Gonga, he's just going to swipe you, and you'll be gone. If you get lucky and are able to survive it, then you could maybe make him split his dice when he attacks. Oh, hold on, I got to stop everything. No, you could actually do it. Here's a really interesting rule, and I want to make sure you guys understand this. Don't you normally have to rush the nearest enemy? Yes, of course you do.
oh yeah.
Mama is only an inch away. Clem's only about 1.5 inches away. So technically, obviously, they are the nearest enemy characters. However,
It would.
it would move him further away from the major plot point if he rushed these characters. He would be moving away from the major plot point. That means he is allowed to ignore them if he rushes an enemy that is nearer. So he could choose to rush Great Gonga if he wanted to. Or
What the heck?
another thing you could do. Another thing. Well, I was thinking that you could stop an inch away from Gonga, and then if Peter was able to disengage, then Gonga would basically have two enemies within an inch and would have a 50-50 chance
Mhm.
of which one to rush.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, just stop an inch away. Okay.
Yeah, that way he
So
isn't
he's
going to
just
die this
and he can
this turn.
he can come over here on the shore, so he can he's going to try and pull the Great Gonga away from Peter. He's waving his arms furiously. Over here, over here. He's using his
Flapping the umbrella.
umbrella at him, trying to get the Great Gonga to distract it. Okay. However, I'm going to ask you to activate another character.
Let's
Wendy
do
or Peter.
Peter. It's going to have to be Peter because if I
Okay. So when Peter activates, he will have
Mm-mm,
to.
he's hurt.
Oh, it's not D10s anymore. It is
There's D8s, okay.
D8s. It is D8s, and Peter has 3 die 10 in dodge, which is going to be cooked down to 3D8 because of his injury. And then, if he's going to dodge, you have to split those dice. You could put 2 against Cephas and 1 against Gonga, and then hope that you can out dodge Cephas, and that would allow you to move away from both of those enemies. How do you want to play it, Nay? What do you think, Bessie?
That's what I would do.
Okay.
move away
Um,
or try to
if
dodge.
yeah, if
Try to
if you could
dodge and throw
successfully
2
dodge,
at-
yeah, if you
throw
could
2 at
successfully dodge
Cephas.
Cephas, it'll allow you to get a disengage move, and then that
Mhm.
would allow you to get away from both of those enemies. That'll basically just end the fight with. If you can dodge him though, and he's throwing 4
Yeah.
die 8, so it's going to be tough. I don't know if you wanted to brawl, you would get 3 die 10 against. I'm sorry, 3 die 8, and have to split those up.
But see, I'm looking at it, and there's really no way I can get that plot point because unless I knock
I
down
think
the
I would
troll,
probably. I think I would agree with you. I think I
'Cause-
would agree with you. Your chances
'cause-
of getting that plot point are pretty much reduced to nil.
because
Right
even if
now.
I injured the troll, she
Correct.
still is in contact, so she can't pick up the plot point.
Correct. You're exactly right. Yeah. I don't think there's no way that you're going to get that plot point, and there's no way that I'm going to get it either. Because I'm tied up over there as well. So we could actually just end the scenario here and just
Yeah.
say, because I don't think anything that we're going to do, mom's going to take another shot at this plot point over here, but it's irrelevant, for the most part. If it was a campaign, then that would be important, whether or not she was able to pick up those extra resources.
And even if
But
he ran over there, he couldn't do anything as far as the plot
correct.
point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think at this point we
Yeah,
could probably
think
end
so.
it. There is a lot of carnage and mayhem that could be played out. So if carnage and mayhem is your thing, feel free to set this up at home and roll some dice and see all of the carnage, because chances are Peter could get KO'd. He's up against two pretty tough enemies there.
Yeah.
Peter could get a serious walloping right here. But that's not going to change how the scenario ends. It's not going to change,
Ooh.
anything there.
It's the last day for the Boxing Day sale at Pulp Figures. Order at least 6 packs. 6-pack is free, and get a free pack of Team Chase.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So I don't know if you've seen Bob Birch put together a really nice set. But I think if you squint and kind of look out of the corner of your eye, you might think the characters were Johnny Quest miniatures. So he's got a Johnny Quest and a Race and Doc Quest and I think
Charlie.
I think maybe the dog as well, or Haji. So really, really cool set of figures over there for Johnny Quest. Really, really neat. A big thank you to Nay for coming on here and playing
Heck
with us
yeah.
on New Year's. This was a tough scenario.
Yeah, it was rough.
I can't believe Cephas was able to hold on out there in the middle.
Yeah.
I can't
The
believe
Peter Pan
Wendy
League.
didn't go down.
I know. Wendy was a dodging machine. She was impossible. Cephas was smashing everything around. He wanted to give her a good smashing, but just could not get her to stop jumping around over there. So she was over there protecting Michael, and she wasn't able to carry him away because she had that big troll trying to smash her. And then Great Gonga shows up and wades up out of the water and comes up behind Peter, and that puts him at a disadvantage. Dear Mother McGee, I tell you what, you talk about a good mom, a good mother. She wins the Good Mother of the Year award, taking care of her 3 sons.
I'm just gonna say, get them some belts. Get them some belts, all 3 of them.
What? That's how the kids wear it these days.
And he's
Mom.
the best one.
That's how the kids wear it these days. It's not a fad. God.
They're droopy drawers.
Well, they got a saggy diaper that leaks. All right. If you haven't already, take a moment right now while I'm asking you to do it and get subscribed to our little channel. Every once in a while, your subscriptions will lapse. So just double check if you think you're a subscriber. Be sure and hit that button if it's shut off and make sure you are subscribed. Take a moment right now and hit that like button for us. We really do appreciate that. And if you're already a subscriber, hit the bell so you get a notification. Happy New Year's to everybody. This
Happy
was
New
a
Year.
Happy
cool
New
game. A
Year.
big thank you to Nay for coming on here and letting me whoop up on her with my trolls. Nay usually plays the baddies. So
And I think after this, she will continue.
she's going back
Oh,
to
yes.
the baddies. She's going back
Oh,
to the
you
baddies.
betcha.
I'll play the baddies. I guess the fun thing about playing the baddies is oftentimes you could just kind of let it all hang out there, right? There really is no pressure at all, because if you happen to win, that's cool, right? But if you lose, it's like, oh well, they're the baddies anyway, so what's it matter? So it's kind of a fun.
Well, and
I know some. What
and
was that
playing
name?
RPGs, I play a lot in character. So if I'm playing good people, I'm not going to do stuff that a nasty character would do.
Yeah, exactly. And Pulp Alley is one of those games that kind of kind of rides that line a little bit. I know that there are times when I make decisions in a game that are more based on the character than what is, strategically sound or tactical, right? I'll go, well,
Occasionally.
I'll rush in there normally.
Sometimes I can get you to fall for those tricks.
So a big thank you to Evelyn again for the lovely homemade banner. We make
Yay.
homemade gifts here as part of the family tradition. So it's Evelyn, our niece, put that together for us.
Just turned 13.
Just turned
Cool.
13 and made that all by herself. So yeah, so that's fun. That's fun. So a big thank you to her. If you'd like to do this with us on a Sunday morning, get signed up to play. Send us an email or send us a message on Facebook. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Play us out of here, Bessie. Happy New Year. Safe New Year to everybody.
Doodle-doo-doo,
Happy New
doodle-doo.
Year.
Dave.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Nay.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do, do.